anime. We're bringing that fat boy energy. We're out here on a. I mean, we drop on Wednesdays, but we're
Come
technically on a
on.
beautiful Thursday night. Let's go.
We're over here. We're bringing those donuts. We're bringing that Krispy Kreme. You know
Mm.
what I'm saying? We're bringing all those goodies today.
We
Man,
got.
this episode is about to be like one of those OG Happy Meals. I'm not talking about those little paper plane toys they put in there. I'm not talking about when they used to put Transformers. They used to put actual toys in the Happy Meals. That's what we bring into y'all right now.
Yeah, those are the good old days, man.
They said it's Valentine's Day. We're bringing the love handles. How about that? You want some of these love handles? We got you.
You know what? Let's be real though. I never really ate Happy Meals because I was a big boy, from the beginning as far as eating goes. So I was
Mm.
already eating those, in that double quarter pounder age when I was like 4 years old, 5 years old, just throwing it down.
I think you're doing it wrong though, because like when we hit college, we would go when they had the meal deals and we'll just buy like 4 or 5 Happy Meals at a time. You get
Man,
one chicken nuggets, one chicken sandwich. You
I
just
don't
go
know
through
about those
all of
Happy Meals, man. They just couldn't fill me up. I had to have those.
them.
The best time in my life is when fast food was doing, when they legit had the dollar menu. You know what I'm saying?
None of
That
this value menu stuff.
exactly. This like double cheeseburgers were $1. I used to go like, oh, all right, let me get 8 of those at McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And now it's just like $1 like 85, so you get four, and you're like at $12. You're like, what the heck's going on here?
I'm over here spending more money than at a steak restaurant just on burgers
Exactly.
and fries.
You get in
You,
trouble.
you used to be able to go to dinner for like the price of a Starbucks latte
Oh
nowadays.
man.
You could get a Big Mac meal, a drink, maybe a milkshake for $10 max. Now if you get a frappuccino and you throw in a couple of shots, it's like $30. So
Oh,
Question is,
trash.
shoot. What
you
are we
guys all
getting in today to Tyler?
Man, first of all, we're gonna well, I've got a little announcement for you. It's a pretty trash announcement, but it's just,
uh
it's big for my anime game, all right? Then we're gonna give you all some of our L's of the week. So this is a segment where we are basically gonna tell you someone that just ate the fattest L of their life, either related to manga, anime. It could be a character, it could be the way an anime released an episode or the direction they took. And then we're going to get into y'all already listened to our old gen main character fantasy draft battle royale debate. Now we're going to get into the new
Woo-hoo!
gen because we know all the young kids y'all only watch Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah.
It's okay. We're going to get you some young blood in here.
And if you haven't seen that old episode, episode 6, Anime Battle Royale, go check that out too. That's
Nothing
going to
but
be a good one.
fire.
I had the best team.
I mean, your team was better than what they tried to tell you on Twitter. I'll give you that. I'll give you that, bro.
Man, I'm
Well,
still
maybe you could
salty.
redeem yourself today. We'll see how it plays out.
I'm still salty. But you know what? I'm hoping I redeem myself. We'll see.
Man, so really quick, let me start off with this. I finally decided to put on my big boy pants and I signed up for Mega Fan Crunchyroll. We're not playing no more games
Hey.
now. Let's go,
This
boys.
guy's wilding, man. What the heck?
I said $10 a month. Put it on the tab, baby.
Oh, 10
Just
bucks,
let it
man.
just let it roll.
You put it on
Yeah.
your wife's card?
Nah, I put it on my card. I should have, but nah, I put it on my card.
Oh man.
We got all the streaming services on mine, but man, it's frustrating. Okay, this is what really did it for me was when I was trying to watch episode 5 of The Promised Neverland for over a week straight. This episode has not worked on Funimation. Actually, we're probably about to get episode 6 before episode 5 even works. I was like, that's it. I'm done. No more
I know I
playing
did the
games.
same thing. I was trying to watch an episode of something, and the only subtitles that were working were in Portuguese. Like, okay, that don't help me one bit right now.
Is Promise Neverland even on Crunchyroll right now?
Oh no! It might not be. So upset. I'm like, bro, y'all literally have one job. You drop episodes and you allow us to watch them. I even messaged them on Twitter. I sent them a direct message and then I tagged them on a post and I was like, when is this gonna be fixed? Let me know.
You
They're
got
just
those
gonna shut down your
cookies.
Twitter account.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get deactivated, deplatformed.
You know what? It's about time though. It's about time you kind of jumped on that wagon already. We over here getting on that Crunchyroll gang. You know
Yeah.
what? I still love it all though. Funimation comes up clutch though too. Their app though, they could do a little better, that's for sure. But you know they have a couple exclusives. You know what I mean? That you gotta kind of show Funimation some love.
I mean, if they could just, I don't know. Maybe it's because so many people are watching it that it crashes. Because I've noticed that happens every time they drop a new episode of AOT. But again, that's your sole job. So figure it out, Funimation. That's all I'm saying.
Oh shoot, man. That is, you know what? That is breaking. That is like the most breaking news we've had in a while, though, as far as anime goes. Because we've been talking about that. This guy finally jumped on the train and got that subscription. Let's get it.
Man, and that's gonna tie a little bit into our L's of the week. So,
Ooh.
man, y'all ready for these L's of the week? What y'all got?
I like this segment here. It's kind of like a ESPN take on what in the anime world, what they're doing wrong, what they're doing wrong anywhere, right?
Yep, I agree. So I mean, I don't think we're limiting this, right? I mean, we could have just picked one character who took an L. You know what I'm saying? Like Sakura, she's always a good person to talk about. Or you could talk about the whole anime, man. I know I got an anime and manga adaptation that kind of went wrong. So I'm excited to get into this topic.
I mean, it's kind of inevitable. If you create content for people to enjoy, unfortunately, you're gonna take an L at some points. And we're not here to hate on you, but just recognize your failures.
You can go back to our first episode and you can see a lot of L's in that episode.
We take
We're
L's
So it
ourselves.
comes right back.
I was gonna say we're still taking L's to this day, man. You know what? But we keep getting back up. That's all that matters, right?
That's right. We're like Naruto in part one. That dude was trash, but he never gave up. He just kept going until he became Hokage.
What's
Man.
your L of the week, Tyler?
Okay.
So, man, this is going to be a throwback for some of our listeners, but my L of the week is the fact that they basically did not finish. They didn't finish the last manga arc in the anime for Zatch Bell. Okay, now,
Oh man,
man,
this guy's going way back.
some of you are
shoot.
like, whoa, what the fudge is this guy talking about? You and this feeds into why this is an L. Okay, back in the day, this would have been early 2000s, probably like 2005, 6 ish. Zatch Bell was hot. It was on Toonami. It was on one of their prime slots. Zatch Bell. If you went into a Barnes and Noble, they had one of the best. Their mangas was in one of the hot sections at Barnes and Noble. Like the manga was hot. They had video games coming out, toys, merchandise, all this stuff. But the anime basically just cuts off. I think it's 120 episodes, and they never even show you if Zatch is going to become it's basically the equivalent to the Wizard King. It's like if Naruto cut off and never told you if he became Hokage, or if Black Clover finishes and he never becomes the Wizard King. Like that was this character's sole purpose, and the anime, they're just like, nah, we don't need to find that out. And I think because of that, till this day, Zatch Bell is basically, it's become like a forgotten anime. You don't see it on much of Reddit. It's not really talked about on Twitter or Instagram. And an anime that was at one point doing really well and really successful just completely fell off the map.
So would you rather have in an anime an ending that sucks? So I'm thinking of a parallel to like Game of Thrones. Or would you rather have no ending like Zatch Bell? So great anime, no ending, they just stop. Or just something that is absolute trash.
I want the middle, right? So I don't. I want those ones where they let you decide the ending. You know what I mean? I have to have some closure with that, so I can't have like an anime that completely just stopped. But also, I hate when they decide. Which I am conflicted about this. I'm not gonna lie, but I hate when they decide a certain like path when it was not the path I wanted. Which sounds selfish. I know it's super selfish, right? So I love it, and I think this is great in books as well as just like manga, anime, like movies, like anything out there. But like when they kind of leave it like open to like, okay, you know, either he ended up with this girl or he ended up with that girl. We didn't decide that, but you guys could like use your imagination to like make paint your own picture essentially. So
Hmm.
I love when like animes or manga do that. But at the same time, I kind of wish they would just end it the way I wanted to. But I'd say that's selfish. All you anime nerds out there, manga fans know what I'm talking about.
So you
But
like more like the cliffhanger type ending, not like
ex-
Friends where they turn off the lights and then just montage and walk out.
yeah, no, exactly, man.
Mm.
I need a little cliffhanger where it's like it's just like I said, just open ended, and they're like, okay, well, they never said, this person ended up with this girl or that girl. You know what I mean? They left it open to you decide, or like I said, you let your imagination run wild, and you're like, you know what? I think that he ended up with her, but he did this, that type of stuff. But definitely cliffhangers. Also hate them though. Who loves cliffhangers? No one really. But like I said, I hate when they decide the ending for me.
I think it depends too on the nature or the goal of the anime. For example, like Sword Art Online, if they finished off and they were like, yeah, maybe Kirito had a great life or maybe he got addicted to crack, it's okay. But One Piece, for example, if One Piece does not finish showing us whether or not Luffy becomes the Pirate King, that's a major fat L because there's only one purpose of the whole show is for him to reach this goal. So I guess it kind of depends on what the premises of that show
So
or
like, what
manga.
if what if it was implied? You know what I mean? What if it's like, boom, Luffy over there. Essentially, he's walking up to what we know as the One Piece, right? What essentially kind of crowns you as the Pirate King, but then it like ends right there. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, it never shows him get the One Piece, but then it's like, obviously he got it because it was gonna happen.
Yeah, that would be acceptable. I think where some animes go wrong, like Zatch Bell, for example, would be like if the anime ended in the middle of Luffy fighting Kaido, and you're like,
Yeah, yeah,
"Whoa, bro,
that is
you
true.
gave us nothing. We don't
So,
know what's going on."
so I think part of it, like, it kind of unfortunate just for like, because it did have some traction with like anime when it was coming out on Cartoon Network. But like it was competing with some big boys if you think about it, you know what I mean? Because it was coming on during like Yu Yu Hakusho, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball
Yeah.
was coming on, all the Gundams. So in all honesty, like you kind of Zatch Bell was kind of like one of those ones that was like, oh yeah, I'm watching it, but were people really watching it because of it, or were they watching it because it was on before the
Ooh,
anime they wanted to watch or
that
after? And
makes
I think
That's true.
and and I feel like people kind of like because I know me, I liked it, but I found myself more watching it because it was right before Dragon Ball Z or whatever it was at the time. I'd have to look up the schedule again, but you know what I mean. So it's like I didn't really like really search or go looking for the manga too much. I've read it a couple times, but I don't know when you like I said compare to those big dogs. I mean, you have here like Goku fighting Vegeta. You know what I mean? Majin Vegeta at
Yeah.
some point. You're just like, oh, that's about what is that? You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely unfortunate that they didn't finish it because I mean it was right there with the big boys, you know what I mean? So there's definitely some love for that anime.
so even though Zatch Bell's stop production is your L of the week, would you still recommend people to watch it today? Like for me, who's never seen it or that much of it, should I go back and watch it?
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth the watch. I mean, it's got a unique premise. It's a unique idea. They basically just drop 100 of these characters on Earth, and they meet up with a person that has access to their grimoire, and without their grimoire, they can't use their powers. Then they basically battle it out until there's one person left, which was supposed to be the king, which is or queen, which is the part they left out in the anime. But it's really cool. I would say it's like a combination of Black Clover with Digimon.
What?
I'm not gonna lie, that
Okay.
sounds terrible.
What the heck, bro?
Black Clover with Digimon. Whoa, I don't know about that, man. I'm just kidding.
It's kind of hard to describe, but definitely, if you have not seen Zatch Bell, I don't even know where you can watch it on. I watched it on YouTube back in the day, but if you can find it, give it a try. It's only like 120 episodes.
Only.
Yeah, it's like a worse version of Hunter
It's
x
like a
Hunter.
one-day
You get through
binge.
Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, you got this.
I don't know about that, man. That's a stretch now. But I mean, I like the anime, man. It brings up good memories because it just takes me back to that, being a little kid, sitting down when I got home from school, watching Cartoon Network. That's the good old days right there. Toonami. Cartoon Network to Toonami. So I definitely miss it.
How about y'all? What do y'all got for us? What kind of fat L's are we taking out here?
I'll go ahead and take this one. So my L of the week comes from the Megalobox remake right now.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Where are you going with this?
So they have pretty solid, what is it, 2 seasons of a well executed story. They don't do funny business. Everything is directed at the main story of the anime. But
Joe.
then they come up on his final fight for Joe to step into the ring,
I know
and
where you're
they
going with
cut to this little kid just like doing this pseudo rap musical number for five
What?
minutes. And it's my equivalent of like the butt juggle gang out here. Like, why
Oh,
the heck did they put this into the anime? I don't know what's going on right now.
mm.
So that
Oh,
is my L of the week. It's just a drawback from an otherwise pretty solid anime.
yeah. Joe, man, he's my boy. He's kind of like that typical underdog character, right? Where he's kind of like not raised with anything, has nothing fancy, and he works his ass off just to like become a good boxer. But I gotta agree, man. That had me spinning. I'm like, what is the point? It's kind of like one of those scenes where you're like, wait, what's going on here? Like, what's the point of this? This like really serves no purpose at all. And man, they just kind of drop it into you because I mean, let's be real. We want to see these dudes scrapping, like,
Yeah.
and they
I
just
don't know if
drop
they were
it.
trying to push to be like charting with that music, or I have no idea if they're trying to drop a single, what the heck they were trying to do.
Yeah,
It was bad.
they definitely could have. I mean, I feel like they could have put it in a whole different place in that anime, but they decide to leave it in like one of the coolest fights that's going to happen, man. And you're just like I said, my head was spinning in it, so I definitely agree with you on that one.
You know what? The more we do this podcast and the more I watch anime, I realize sometimes people are really effing up when they're going from the manga to the anime. You're like, bro, we're not translating the Bible here from Hebrew. Just make it look good. Just make it look good. Make it sound cool. You don't gotta do. You're trying to do too much.
You literally just got to copy the story.
Yeah,
There's
maybe
not
because
much you got to transfer over.
maybe because music is like super popular within like anime and like in Japan specifically. Like maybe that's why they tried adding that. Like maybe that song was like a hit or something. So they're like, let's drop this in here, or maybe like they're trying to make it hit, like you were saying. Like who knows what they're doing? But you know
Yeah.
what I mean. Most of like the top charts from what I remember reading in like Japan, like are anime songs. So I'm curious if that's like why. Maybe they had some reasoning behind it or what.
Because if you think like Cowboy Bebop, FLCL, that's got some legendary soundtracks
Oh
coming out
man,
of it.
Mm.
I have some soundtracks that are in anime. I'm not gonna lie that I bang out at the gym, man, when I'm lifting. Not even lying. So I get it, man. I love the music. I love the openings, the ending songs, all that good stuff. Even when they toss music in the middle of everything, I get hyped on it. That's for sure.
Yeah, we actually have a mutual friend. What's his name? Fernando that I used to work with at Costco. He was saying at the gym he lifts to Red Swan, which I believe is the opening for season 3 of Attack on Titan. He's just out there doing a little bench press to Red Swan. He's like, "Let's go, Aaron."
Man, that's hilarious. I have I listen to some Naruto. I listen to some AOT, man. A little bit of whatchamacallit, Kirito's songs.
Mm.
My boy gets me hyped, that's for sure. So my owl of the week. You guys ready for this?
hmm
You guys ready for this? I'm just kidding. So this owl of the week, right? So I read the manga a while back. I recently just like binge watched the anime a few months ago, and that is Dead Man Wonderland. And the only reason why I'm taking this as my owl of the week because recently, like late last year, this is like November-ish time, I think, like September, November. around that time frame is like this was getting traction that a season 2 was coming out, and I was getting hyped, right? Because they, and this is what the owl of the week is, because they did season 1 dirty, man, compared to the manga. All right, so Dead Man Wonderland is it's supposed to be like the manga is more like has like more of a horror feel to it. So what essentially happens is like there's this dude, they call him like the Red Man in it, but he murders like this class full of like kids, and then this one of the students who's left alive is framed for it, so he goes into this prison, and they call it like Dead Man Wonderland. But man, I tell you what, so in the anime, these guys try to make it seem like some glory, like boxing match, fighting matches that they do. They kind of take the horror and goriness out of it, which was like highly disappointing. So like, I mean, and if you're into horror animes, you guys probably agree with it. Like, sometimes you with the horror animes, you kind of don't want that, you know, action that they always tend to put in anime. So I get why they're doing it, right? Because they're probably wanting to like, appease to like just the general like watcher out there. But man, they definitely did all of us manga readers dirty. And not only that, so I'm looking up this news, right, to see, okay, season 2 coming out, like, they left season 1 in a dirty spot. Like, come on, it's time to redeem themselves. I'm over here looking at, so this is just a rumor that people were spreading. Turns out the production company that produced it is about like $3 million in debt. So there's no way a season 2 is coming out. So I'm thinking that this anime is probably officially dead, and we'll never get a season 2 of the anime. So we just had to, all my manga readers out there, we're just going to have to live by that manga.
So do you think they were trying to translate it and make it more lighthearted?
Yeah.
And that's why they did that?
I think so. I think it was supposed to be more lighthearted, and then, like I said, they kind of like put a more focus on just like, like people fighting each other in the anime versus the manga, where manga is a little more like horror and gory type of stuff, like a little more like ruthless killing almost. And I get it though, because I mean, let's be real, like majority of the people who watch anime are like, like just kind of like normal fans. They love the action ones. They love the fighting. They love all that good stuff. I love those too. Don't get me wrong, but it's kind of one of those ones too where if you're comparing it with the manga, you're highly disappointed. So if you're going to watch it, I won't like. I would say just watch it for what it is. I wouldn't really read the manga probably, but enjoy, like season 1, it's like still solid if you don't compare it to the manga. But highly disappointed that they kind of did it dirty.
And from a production and story standpoint, it is a lot harder to pull off that terror and horror aspect because you need timing. You need a good situation to set up a good punchline for a kill. And you need that soundtrack that drives it and makes it kind of eerie. And without that, it just comes off as too cheesy.
It does. And then there's a certain audience out there for it too, right? Like not everyone like watches horror animes or really goes another way to find them. So I like I said, I get why they're probably trying to like make it more mainstream, but I feel like doing that, they kind of took it out, and that's my owl of the week right there.
Man, I would say, like, just to wrap up our L's of the week, just you gotta stay in your lane. Don't try to do too much. Don't try to do too little. If you've got a good manga, just make it a great anime. If you don't have enough money to make a great anime, that's cool. Just don't make it then.
Less is more sometimes. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like, don't change it that much. Just keep it simple. But it's the game we live in. This is the game we watch, my boys.
Man. Well, we'll try not to be too savage, but I like this segment. I think we got to call out more L's, more people. Now, that's not to say we could make a better anime, but we're that Monday quarterback. We're gonna sit back, watch where you messed up, and just let you know how you could have done better. Y'all ready to hop into this battle royale?
All I know is I'm winning this time. You guys better just pack your bags, take a seat, serve the big man some coffee, and just sit back, enjoy the show.
What's the background again? How do these drafts work?
So basically, if you've never played fantasy football, which you may or may have not, the way this is gonna go is this is a snake draft. So what that means is randomly one of us is gonna get first, second, and third choice. Now, if you get first choice in the first round, that means in the second round you're picking last. So there's pros and cons no matter where you get, because even though third might suck, you get the first pick in the second round. So get ready.
I like it.
And this week we are dropping new school main characters that we're going to draft a team of 3, right? And then do an all-out battle royale.
Mm-hmm.
And along with our 3 attackers, we get to each pick 1 healer for our team, right? Is that what we decided on?
Yeah, 1 healer.
Shoot.
So if you take a bullet to the guts, no worries. We're gonna patch you up, send you back in there until you just get blasted.
Cool, man. Do you want to tell them the list real quick, Tyler, of the people we're going to be drafting from? Who's going to be our boys or ladies that we're taking to war with us?
All right, so get ready. These are the 10 young bloods, young gunners, smokers from New Gen Anime. All right, so we've got Gon Freeze. I know I can't say his last name. Forget it. Gon from from Hunter. Left
Let's
out the
get
X.
it, boy.
Left out the X for you. All right.
Go.
Number 2, we got Tanjiro from Demon Slayer.
Oh,
all right.
Oh,
That-
shoot.
That sword wielding waterbender. Let's go. We've got number 3. We got Mob Psycho. This fool said, "Let me flip the switch like Drake, and I'll tear you up." Number 4, we've got Asta, the devil of the Black Bull.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm going for him. Y'all better watch out. You better watch out.
You better settle down, boy.
Number 5, we've got, no offense, Crybaby Deku. Let's go. Let's go, Crybaby Deku. Y'all can have him. All right.
Come on,
Just
man.
kidding. All right. Number 6, we've got Shinra Kusakabe. He's that devil foot of Squad
Fire Force,
8
baby.
from Fire Force. Oh gosh.
What?
I'm trying to get him number 2. I these are high hopes, but
Boy, sit down.
Don't tell us your list, boy.
yeah,
Trash
I shouldn't be giving you my secrets. I'm having a hard time counting these. Number 7, this is Aaron Yeager, the genocider,
Shoot.
the
Who put
fountain
him on
fighter,
there?
the
Who put
attack
him on there?
emo
That's
boy.
too OP. That's
Because
too
he said,
OP.
"Nah, keep that. I'm gonna kill everybody. Let's go."
Oh, shoot.
Gosh, dang. All right. Number 8, we've got the Full Metal Alchemist, baby.
Ah.
He said, "Alphonse, stay at home. This is a big boy competition. We don't need to be falling apart in the middle of the night."
He said, big bro got this, man. So take a seat, man.
You said, "Stay back before I make you lose another limb." All right. We've got number 9. I probably messed up these numbers. Number 9, this is Kirito from
Ooh.
Sword Art Online. He said,
Come on.
"Yo, let me steal your girl in virtual reality. I'm gonna get her a cabin, get her a latte. We're gonna go kill some bad guys. Let's get it."
Woo.
All right. Number 10, we've got Boruto. Yeah, he might be the most ungrateful child of all time, but it's all right because he's here to hit you with the Rasengan.
Nah, get this kid out of here. Who put this kid on this list, man? What the heck is this?
Yeah,
You
what,
wrote the list, boy.
Gosh, dang, man, put some respect in your daddy's name. But last, but definitely not least, we've got number 11, Rin Ichima. You know what? I forget. I've messed up his last name, but it's basically Rin from Blue Exorcist. He said, "Yo, boy, I go to a Catholic school, but I'm a blue devil." Pulls out them swords. He's got a tail. He's got horns. You don't want none. All right.
You want to name the people who are on our healing list now?
Man, our healers, about to be fire. All right. So healers, we've got number 1, Wendy. She's that.
That's Nick's pick. That's Nick's pick.
Dang, man, you said you want that wind dragon to just use the power of friendship and heal everybody. Yeah, let's go, Wendy. All right. Number 2, we've got Orihime. Man, we already know who I'm going for.
Dibs. Hey, you better
All right.
sit back, boy.
Man,
Sit
Orihime,
back.
she ain't nothing to play with, all right? Number 3, we've got Chopper, Woody Chopper.
My
You
boy
might
Chopper,
Alright.
gonna
man.
say, give me that rumble ball. I'm about to rip you apart, boy.
Yeah.
Man. All right, number 4. Wait, Sakura is on this list. Is that correct?
Tsunade.
Oh, Tsunade. That's right. Number 4, we got. See, I'm taking those too. Number 4, we got Tsunade, the gambler, the drunker. Yeah, she got messed up by Madara, but it's all right because she can heal you up, bro. We got Lady Tsunade, one of
Come
the
on,
legendary
bro.
Sanin. Let's get it.
She's down to throw too. That's all I know, man. She's on.
Mm,
She might be number one for me.
mm. And we've got. Wait, was that it?
This dude unprepared out here. I'll pick it up for you. Next, we got the Granny in Power, the kissing to make you well. We got Recovery Girl from My Hero.
Oh,
That's
no, I don't want
Oh,
it. I
Hope
don't
so,
want it.
recovery girl.
It's Nogs in the flesh right there. And then last but not least, I got my green little man from Dragon Ball Z, Dende.
Yay.
Yeah.
You know
Mm,
what? That goes
man.
up there too, man. That's all I know.
So that is our complete list of attackers and healers. We'll be picking 3 attackers and 1 healer to duke it out.
Oh, you guys better be ready, man. I just got hyped now.
I
Oh,
Man.
think we got to go reverse order from last time. So
I
like
whoever
that.
went last time will go first this time.
Ooh, I went last time.
All right.
It's over for you guys, man. All right. Da-na-na, na-na-na. With the number 1 overall pick, Team Mr. Steal Your Girl is taking my boy Aaron Yeager as the number 1 overall pick, man.
Reach.
Oh my
Man.
gosh.
You know
Oh
what?
my
You guys
gosh.
take a seat first of all, because I know if you guys are watching the newest anime, the newest season, I should say, and if you read the manga, you guys know this dude is pretty much unstoppable. Anyone who's semi-normal human, get out of here, man, because you ain't touching this kid. This guy is a beast. He has the founding titan powers. You know what I mean? He got the fighting titan powers. This dude just got the Warhammer power, titan powers. Sit down, man. This game over. Hands down, OP. He might be the
You
only
going
one I
for
take.
crowd favorite right now.
And
Wow.
this guy has, some self-healing abilities himself because he's a titan. Come on now, boys. This dude is a giant. Come on. Who else? I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but this dude would probably wipe everyone else out that's on the list. 1v the rest of the 9. Game
Boy,
over.
what?
Game over. I'm calling it right now.
No. Bro, Nogs picked him because he knew they liked him on Twitter. That's what's going on right now.
That's all
He
I
knows
did.
for a fact Aaron
If
ain't
you
beat.
guys know the founding titan powers, man, my boy Aaron over here calls every single titan around him. He's like, you know what? You guys want to get close to me? Cool. You got to face this colossal titan times 10. Oh, you want to get near me? Warhammer. Boom. Fight him. Oh, you want to get near me, man? Fight Reiner. You know what I mean? Fight Bertolt. Like, come on now. What are you guys doing? You have to go through an army of titans just to get to Aaron. It's game over.
Hmm. All right, I'll let you take that. Good pick. Good pick, my friend.
Alrighty, let's go on to that second pick.
All right, all right. I'm number 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm getting a little lost in the sauce out here, my friend. All right, number 2. Well, I mean, since Nogs made it easy for me, I think let's go with Asta. Let's go with Asta number 1. I like this. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, bro.
Asta has a number
Are you
1.
confused?
Asta
You
has
got the
a
right
number
list?
1.
Bro,
What?
I'm double checking. Yeah, you know what? Easy. I'm going with Asta.
Asta number
This
1.
guy. Mm. I may have just taken an L, but I like Asta. He's gonna go full devil mode. He's gonna pull out both swords. He's gonna say, "Let me block that." All right.
All
First
right,
of all,
number 1 on my list
Uh-oh.
on the Fat Man, the Fat Boy Energy team right here. I'm going with my guy Mob from Mob Psycho.
I like that pick. That's a good pick.
You know what? He might have the most power out of everyone on that list, man. But let me tell you what, this guy ain't doing nothing compared to a Titan, man. I'm sorry, man. Mob's used to fighting little baby ghosts. He's used to fighting like little other weak other humans, man. But you're telling me compared to a Titan? First of all, Asta, get Asta out of here, man. My Titans don't even use any magic, so his swords are useless now. Those dull, rusted swords. Sit down. I definitely won round one.
So let's go back to that. It's back to me, right?
Yeah, so Nick gets next pick.
He's trying to fight for his team. He only got one guy on his team so far. I don't know what he's doing over here. He's about to get last. Number 2 on my list. I got to go with my guy, the son of the Nine Tails Jinchuriki, Boruto.
What? What?
Ooh.
Just kidding.
Man, Nick, that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
Oh man.
Yo, Nick's team's probably gonna win our Twitter poll.
Team is just fire. Oh
Man.
no.
Yo.
No. Boruto, man.
Man, Nick is fired up from getting second place in our last one. He's like, I ain't going out like that. So you know what? You know what? I think I'm gonna go with. I don't know if this is the right pick, but I'm gonna go with Shinra, number 2, baby. Let's go. I'm about to plot that devil's footprint and put it up, yo, cheeks.
I was hoping he was gonna come back in the 3rd round, but
I may have reached.
That's a good pick.
Dang it, man. So I'm kind of torn between 2 guys right now, but there's 3 guys I want to pick from. 2 are you're pretty much getting the same person almost, based on who it is. But
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
You guys don't know. So for this first pick, I'm gonna do Deku, man. I know this guy is I know what you guys are thinking.
You picked the worst of the 2.
No.
What are you doing?
I know what you guys are thinking, man, but I'm over here looking for the future. You know what I mean? I need someone who's going to one-shot anyone, and that's Deku right here. If you look at anyone on this list, no one can kill anyone in one shot except one person when he goes a full 100%. You know what I mean? I'm talking about when he goes USA smash type of stuff. Deku's the one, man. As far as, Mob is pretty strong. Like I said, he might casually have the most power out of everyone. But if you're talking about max power level, out of all these guys on here, Deku is at number 1 for me.
The problem is he throws a punch. He's going to break every bone in his body, too. So you might kill somebody, but he's going to kill himself in the process.
Oh, shoot. You know what? Like I said, that was a risky pick, man. That was a risky one for me. So that to round out my team.
Ooh.
To round it out. I'm kind of stuck between 2 guys again. I'm not going to even lie. Dang it. I think I got to go with my boy Kirito, man. I'm going with Kirito as my 3rd pick, man. I'm talking about this dude's the best sword wielder in this group right now. Dual sword wielder. He has, he can use the magic, man. If we're in a video game world, man, if this battle royale is taking place there, he gets a little bit of advantage, man. He's very smart. He's strategic too. A little bit of the brains on the team. But I have a bunch of guys who are really smart, who think everything through, that are not just going to kind of run in and jump there. I think I'm going to win this one, boys. That's my 3rd pick, Kirito.
I don't know, bro. We'll get into your list, but let's see. So is it? Wait, now is it Nick or me?
You.
Gosh, dang it, man. Okay, next time I'm gonna get my Excel sheet. Wow. Well, okay. You know what? We'll just. Hey, okay. So if I pick Gon, I get adult Gon, right? This ain't like little baby Gon.
I mean, you're kind of chilling with little baby Gon, but he can power up to adult Gon.
Okay. Yeah. Let's go with Gon. Yeah, we're gonna finish this out with Gon. I like that pick.
It was between Deku and Gon for me with that pick,
because they're basically the same long-haired brown character or
Yeah.
crybabies.
They're pretty similar. I think I don't know. I mean, this is all just speculation, but I think when Deku masters his powers that he would be stronger. But that's just speculation.
All right, to round out my attacking list, I think I gotta go with my guy Tanjiro.
Oh, that one hurt. I picked Kirito over him.
Dang.
Oh man!
Tanjiro is more saucy.
That's a
I'll
good
give
pick.
him that.
And then I get to go back to back to pick out my healer, right?
Yep, you get to get the first healer.
All right, the first healer and the only healer on my team. I'm going with my girl, Oda Hime. You already knew it was coming.
You traitor! You traitors! You suckers, man. No.
Gosh, dang.
She might be hands down one of the best healers in all of anime. I gotta put it out there. But she's also one of my just favorite girls in anime too. So
There's a sleeper on this list that I think if you fight for it, it could have won. But I'm gonna go for the votes.
no, he's shooting for the people's hearts.
Well, I know who I should pick, but you know what? I can't get down with Wendy. She's trash. So I'm picking Chopper. No, Woody Chopper. No, baby.
Chopper doesn't even have good healing magic or anything.
Yeah, he's actually the worst one on this list, but I just don't bang with anybody else on this list. So that might have just lost me the fight.
He's just a doctor. Like, the unfortunate part is if we're in a battle royale, I don't think he could really heal someone right away to get back in the fight, which is
going to be like stitching up Asta as everybody else is getting killed.
I agree with you because I absolutely hate Wendy.
What?
Wendy is trash.
Why do you hate Wendy? What is this?
Just her voice, her entire character is just like
Wendy's like the
it annoys me to my bones.
She's like the cute little sister in Fairy Tale, man. How do you hate Wendy?
I hate Wendy.
Wendy's adorable, man. What the heck? How do you hate the younger sibling? No, she's like Nazi's little sister. You know what I mean? She's like all those people's little sister. I like Wendy, but she ain't my pick. All right, I'm over here picking the 5th Hokage, Lady Tsunade, one of the legendary Sanin. I'm talking about superhuman strength to go along with that, not just the healing abilities, my boys. But she's over here. She'd probably whoop all the asses of everyone's if she needs to get down. But I'm having her chill in the background to heal, of course. But she has her summoning. She got Lady Katsui, and game over. Got the slugs. I'm gonna have a slug chilling on all my peeps' back, so they're just constantly getting healed while scrapping.
Wow. So what's your team? What's your team and what's your fight?
Ooh, my team. Who's on my team again? I'm just kidding. I got it right here. So, Lady Tsunade is my healer, right? Of course, you know what I mean? There's other reasons why I picked her. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Just kidding.
She's old.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's no. All right, so then my first pick was Eden. Eden Yeager, man. I'm talking about the King of Titans. Let's go, man. Yeah. Then I over here got my dual sword wielder, my boy Kirito. You know what I'm saying? Another beast, man. I think he might be the best swordsman out of this group, just my opinion. And then my technically my second was Deku. I'm talking about, full powered up Deku. He might be able to one shot everyone. But of course, dual edged sword, right? This dude's useless if he goes full power.
I don't know about that list. I think Nogue's probably going to come in last again, but let me give my team real quick. So we've got Asta, man, he's that young superstar of the Black Bulls. We've got Shinra. I'm about to come out here and kick you in the face with some fire. We've got Gon. Yeah, Gon, he might go crazy and start crying, but he'll punch you in the face. And then You've got Chopper. Honestly, I don't even know what Chopper is gonna do in this fight, but I got him.
Chopper
Start
could
dissing
scrap
your
too,
own
though.
list.
Yeah, he can scrap
He'll
a
be
little
able to
bit.
scrap a little bit.
In my rounded out list, I got Mob.
Ooh,
To get some telekinesis powers going. We got Baruto
fresh.
with his secret eye. We don't know what's going on there yet. He's got some sword powers. You get that disappearing Rasengan. What you know about
Trash.
that?
Trash.
We
That's
got
what I know about that.
Tanjiro with that
Tanjiro.
water style slice. Oh, wait, does that also mean I get Nezuko? Because she's always on his back.
I was gonna say she's chilling there, but I mean she would get murdered right away in this battle.
Yeah.
But do I get Nezuko if I get Tanjiro?
I mean you can have her. I don't mind.
Yeah. And then my healer, I got my girl Oda Hime, who's gonna be out there
No!
scrapping.
And
Orihime.
protecting, man. She's
You're talking about Kirito is the best swordsman. Oda Hime, man. I got Oda Hime and Tanjiro. You better watch out, my guy.
what the heck? You better settle down there, boy. Oda Hime, she's not a scrapper, man. All I know is she's gonna be too fixated on Ichigo that she ain't gonna heal anyone.
I think y'all gotta watch out for Chopper. He's about to throw an oxycodone in your mouth while you're fighting, and then you're gonna fall asleep, boy. That's
You
that's
know
all I
what?
need.
That I'm just saying though, Chopper could, do some slicky stuff like that where he makes some drugs, makes everyone go night night, and then Tyler's team comes around the corner and slice everyone's throat and win. But my boy Eden Yeager ain't falling for that stuff, man. Eden might be the smartest dude in this whole group, man. This dude's over here taking over the world right now. You guys know what I'm talking about. He's taking over the world. This dude is saying Titans after Titans. He's over here, got the whole army with him. You know what I mean? No one can stop him. No one can stop him. The only one who can stop him is himself, and that's only if he lets someone stop him. You know what I'm saying? And of course, that's speaking in the anime specifically, but who's going to be the Titan? Like, I'm looking at your guys' list right now. I'm not seeing anyone. I don't think anyone can take down a Titan right now. Maybe Tanjiro, because he's a really good swordsman. But I think Tanjiro is just too small, man. I don't know how he's going to jump up and slice a giant Titan's neck.
What's easy? Have you seen Baruto? He does his wind style push. All he does is Tanjiro hops on his jutsu. Baruto's got two of them out there, pushes his wind style. Tanjiro swipes up, boom, dead. That's
Yeah,
all it's
but
gonna take.
Tanjiro's gonna have his hands full of my boy Kirito. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about a legendary swords fight right there, my boy. Come on now.
And then they're both about to get clapped by Asta. He's gonna say, "Yo, these swords are anti-magic."
Asta, what
What
the
you
heck,
got?
boy? You
Yeah,
need to
first
settle
of all,
down.
man, these guys ain't using magic. It's all swordsmanship. That's why Asta's useless. He's not the best swordsman, he's not the best swordsman. I gotta break it to you, man.
Bro,
He's a broadsword type guy. All he does is do one heavy swing and knock down a forest. If he
Exactly.
misses,
That's all
that's
I
it.
need.
No, no. You gotta have some finesse. You gotta have that finesse in there, all right? Because like Kirito, he doesn't need to use magic, man. He's just a great swordsman. All right. So if he's gonna be just mollywhopping Asta, because Asta doesn't have the skills necessary, that's what's gonna happen.
Bro, Asta's swinging. This is just a chunk of iron. This is a bad mamma jamma. He's probably gonna break Tanjiro and Kirito's swords. They're gonna be
Oh
just be holding
yes.
pieces of scrap in their hand. Then he's gonna slap him across the face, broad face of the sword, and that's a wrap.
No, I'm just I'm looking across the board. I'm looking Asta. I don't know who. I don't know. I don't think Asta fares well against anyone, man.
What?
In this battle.
Because all I gotta do is have Mob chilling over there, just pull his grimoire out of his pocket, steal it, done.
Yep.
I don't think that works. I think the grimoires don't they just come out of thin air?
You know what?
I
It
thought
doesn't
they had to
matter.
have it on their person. No?
I know in Zatch you have to have it on your person, but that's a different conversation. Okay, I'll give Mob this. He kills Aaron right away because let's be honest, he's gonna turn Aaron into a Vienna sausage. At the end of the day, this guy is all flesh and bones. Mob's gonna say, "All right." I mean, okay, if Mob can destroy a city, he can destroy some Titans.
He
Come
can
on.
lift an entire building with his mind. What are you gonna do to fight against that?
Dude, you're telling me this guy's gonna be able to lift 20 Titans coming at him when Aaron calls all the Titans? No, he's getting
20
chopped
you
on.
don't get
Bob's getting
20
chopped on.
Titans. You don't get the
You know,
entire
I
universe. You
guarantee
get
you there's
one
gonna be 20.
Titan.
Okay. Hey, you get Aaron's power, right? When I picked Aaron, you get his powers that come with him. And guess what? One of his powers is calling other Titans over here.
No. We're putting these dudes in a wasteland.
No,
It's just them around.
You can't
They
be
ain't
limited.
getting.
You're limiting my guy.
What?
You're
Yeah,
limiting. You're
absolutely.
limiting my character. What the heck
That's
is
like
going
me
on
saying
here?
Baruto can call the rest of his team 7 in to help him out.
No,
He's
that's
like, I
not
get
part.
Sarada and
That's
stuff.
not part of
That don't
Baruto's
work.
power, though. That's not part of his power.
Yeah, that's
That's
part
like
of his power. It's his
that.
friendship.
No, that's not what the heck. That's like saying Tanjiro can't use his swordsmanship. You know, he can only use water. Because then that Tanjiro's weak as hell. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I can give you
Water style
herd of Titans.
Water style Tanjiro gets mopped on by pretty much anyone on this list. But if you're talking
Yeah,
about
he's trash.
are you talking about Tanjiro, like when he learns how to do like some of his fire style swordsmanship? You know, that's a different story. But you know what I mean? Are we gonna start cutting people off on what power they can use?
Yeah. I mean, looking at your list, you have a pretty well-rounded list, right? So you got the size from Aaron, you got the strength from Deku, and you got the swordsmanship from Kirito. Tsunade can come in there and just blast people up. You don't have to worry about protecting her too much. But I think if I'm going with someone to kill first off on your list, I'm having Tanjiro and Orihime team up on Kirito for slicing him apart.
Well, Orihime, she ain't gonna do anything, man. She's garbage.
What the heck?
She's not a fighter. She's a healer, man. She can't cut it. She can't cut it.
You see that speed? What was her move called? Like something dragon style winds? I forget. Anyway, it's fast.
Are you talking about Wendy?
No.
I don't know what he's talking about right now.
Okay, this is all I know. First, he's going in. He's giving all the Titans haymakers. Done. All right. Aaron's in the corner. He's bleeding.
Gon
Okay.
goes up to the kneecap of a Titan, man. I know he's adult Gon, but he's still an adult. He's like the size of adult Aaron, man.
Maybe his hair's taller than Aaron, but that's about it.
Exactly.
You're acting like Gon can't jump up in the air and punch a Titan in the face. Bro, Titans, they only move a little bit faster than humans. Gon is basically like the real life Hulk.
I gotta send you guys. I came across there's a video on YouTube, but it like shows like the height scale of each Titan. I'll shoot you guys that video because then you'll see like end of manga Aaron and just how huge he is.
Do they have like a skyscraper size comparison or meters or something?
Yeah, they do it like that. I'll shoot it to you guys, but it's a pretty interesting one. But you know what? That's gonna put it in perspective because you're gonna be like, you know what? You're right. Tanjiro can't slice Aaron. He ain't got no chance on that. You're gonna be like, Gon, I'm sorry, man. This dude, my boy Aaron's just gonna flick his big toe. Gon's gonna go flying. I'm sorry. Shinra scares me kind of though. Shinra scares me,
right?
Because I don't know, man. Close combat, and he's like crazy fast. Like in all honesty, like if I were to match one of my guys up with him, I would ideally want to pick Deku, but I think Deku breaks down too quick against Shinra. In all honesty, because he's a little quick and fast.
Tyler has some speed on his team though. Between Gon and Shinra can go faster than the speed of light, right?
Yep.
He basically decomposes his body and then puts it back together. That's going to be hard to fight against for Deku.
That's why I'm hoping my size of Aaron comes in clutch, but that one scares me a little bit.
You know, Asta's pretty fast too. This is what I think happened.
Boy, get Asta out of here, man. How many times I gotta tell you this? You keep trying to defend Asta. That dude is garbage, man.
What the heck, bro?
For all you listeners out there, I really do love Asta, though. Don't worry about it. It's just for this sake. But Asta's freaking trash, man. Let's be real. This dude has no swordsmanship skills, all right? Terrible, right? This dude just swings the sword around. That's all he knows how to do. He doesn't even have any finesse. He has no swordsman style. He just swings it around, hopes that it just cuts off someone's magic. And luckily, he's in a magic kingdom, so it works. I'm looking around, man. No one really relies on magic like 100%. You know what I mean? Like I don't
What
like
the heck?
can his sword cancel out mob? Like I don't think like that's not considered magic, right? That's just like telekinesis powers.
Yeah, it's not necessarily magic. That's like otherworldly senses,
Exactly.
right?
So
What?
we don't even know if it cancels out like the one like more powerful like technically magic user because Gons might not even be using magic. You know what I'm saying?
I think it would be able to cancel out Kirito's spells
Exactly.
and maybe Baruto's some of his chakra. Like if he throws a Rasengan, that's probably gone.
Some of his ninjutsu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking too. I don't know if it can stop Gon. You know what I'm saying? So your boy over here, man. And you know, if you got to break it down from hand to hand combat, Asa just doesn't cut it compared to some of these guys. You're falling a little short again.
Bro, what you talking about? Bro, Asta right now, he's going up head to head against the Dark Triad. He's fighting against these otherworldly devils. And then I got Shinra. He's going to go make the whole team a sack of lunches, bring it back to us, and let us eat while we're clapping those cheeks.
So if I'm looking over these 12 guys, I think the first one dead is Chopper.
Yeah,
I actually forgot Chopper was even on my team.
he's a
You
healer,
already
man.
counted him as dead, man.
Okay, you know what? I actually think Chopper makes it 1 second longer than Tanjiro. I think Tanjiro dies first, and then Chopper
What?
dies.
Tanjiro can at least defend himself. How do you
Bro,
think he's gonna last longer than Chopper?
Chopper's got some versatility. I could go defense ball where I basically just turn into a cotton ball and like bullets bounce off me. I could go into deer mode and I could just run around the arena as a deer. I could take a rumble ball, get yoked, and then I think rumble ball Chopper could go head to head with a Titan. He can handle some Titans.
Oh no, he cannot, man.
That's a
Let's not
stretch,
get
my
crazy.
guy.
That's a huge stretch.
What the heck?
You can handle a Titan, man. You're tripping right now. You're tripping, 100%. So
Bro,
I'm
'cause he-
looking at.
Okay, what do you got? What do you got? How you
If
gonna beat
I'm
us?
like, if how am I gonna beat Chopper? Anyway, throw anyone out there will beat you. You know, let's bring in Wendy, who's sitting on the sideline still to beat Chopper. Jeez, man, that was the biggest L you could have taken.
That was an L, but I just couldn't pick Wendy. I was like, nah, we're not letting her rep our team colors.
You could have picked Dende.
You know, I was actually thinking about Dende because he can fly.
He can
Nobody
fly.
else would be able to get up to his height, right? Unless
And
they just jumped.
Yep. And he actually has like some legit healing powers. He's not just a doctor.
It's a pretty fast heal too.
Yeah.
Right?
So I mean,
Actually, I should have picked Dende.
Well, this is a podcast where we just, critique Tyler's decisions and see if we can get him to change his mind. 9 out of 10 times, I think it works.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna try to fight for my team, but Nogs' team is pretty solid, man. I don't know if we can take that on. It's gonna be a little hard.
So Mob scares me. I really don't know how I'd beat him 100%, especially when he's going rage mode. Woo! I'll tell you what, man. That's a whole new mob too. Shinra scares me in that close combat. He's just so damn fast, man. I don't really know how I could counter him 100%. If Deku got his shit together and just manned up and knew how to use his power, I'd be 100% more confident in my team. You know what I mean? Like, is Deku gonna like 100% right away go try to punch Mob and then like miss and then his whole body's broken and then I'm down a guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the situation I'm gonna get in? Tanjiro, I think him and Kirito, man. I can't really say who would win between that. I'd hope Kirito would win, but when I think of like end of manga Tanjiro, that dude's a beast. He knows how to use a sword, that's for sure. Asta's strong, but he's trash, man. Just kidding.
A lot of these guys we haven't seen in their final form, their true potential yet, though.
That's what makes it hard.
It is kind of hard. Like Aaron, we've seen, right? Tanjiro, we've seen, but some of these dudes, it's just based on where we think they're going.
Yeah, that's gonna be the tricky part too. Like Deku, like I said, I think Deku has the potential of being the strongest one on this list, but as of right now, he's a really big liability. Like, you know what I mean? Like, boom, he's gonna break his arm, and now he's just chilling there, like useless. Like,
Yeah, off your list, Deku's probably the first dead, right?
Oh yeah, he's done. He's getting mopped.
Baruto, Baruto could be interesting, man.
He's pretty
Especially
strong, actually.
he's not bad, especially if he's able to. I mean, I feel like he might be the most like versatile one. Like, he knows how to do clones. He has a Rasengan. He's good at hand to hand. Like, he has some swordsmanship too.
And
Like,
plus, he's got that Otsutsuki power that we haven't fully scoped out yet. There's
exactly.
something there.
Yeah.
So he's over there getting possessed left and right, though. Then, yeah, Tyler's just lost cause.
No,
Just-
nah, because okay, well, Tanjiro, probably Tanjiro, Gon, and Deku, they're dying. Like, it's been
Just
fun,
like
but
that,
you're done.
Gon, like that was like his strongest dude, and he's dying.
What the heck?
I'd say Asta dies first over Gon, or Chopper.
Okay, Chopper's definitely dying,
Okay.
but at least Asta can fly, which gives him an advantage over guys like Tanjiro, Deku. I mean, even Aaron. Okay, yeah, maybe. All right, Nogs whipped out the whole Eldian army, but they can't fly. So Asta could just go up in the sky, and I'll just drop a bullet from 9 miles in the sky, and it'll hit Aaron in the head. And
I was gonna say Asta might be strong enough to where he could, if he gets behind him, he might be able to cut Aaron down. You know what I'm saying? That's a possibility.
That's not even what you have to do. You just team up. You have Asta fly around Shinra, and then Shinra could be dropping nukes on these dudes' necks.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh!
That would be scary. But Shinra dies right away too.
What?
Just
If
kidding.
they can catch up to him.
Shinra's not quite there yet. You know what I mean? I think he's really strong, but I don't know. I'm just used to seeing that guy get worked on by Benny Mars. In all honesty, Kirito might be able to work him. He might be able to work him with his swords. All I know is Shinra got worked by his little brother, and his little brother had a sword. You know what I'm just saying? Just put that in perspective.
But you know who's got the least stamina out of all our characters is Deku. That guy, he goes hard in the paint for like 30 seconds and he's gassed. So I feel like I'll just wait till he starts upping and puffing, and then Asta's gonna go up.
I forgot. This is really what I was thinking when I picked Deku. Right? I might have like obviously one of the best healers. Like, everyone we put on that list was a really good healer. But man, if I could have Deku go 100% a couple times, because I have my girl Tsunade right there. She's gonna be over there putting in that work, man.
That's true.
I'm getting a couple 100 shots out of this. You know what I'm saying? Tyler shot himself in the foot, man. Tyler shot himself in the foot because, unfortunately, I don't like Chopper, as far as healing goes, is not quite there. So when his guys are hurt, they're gonna be hurt. You know what I mean? They're not gonna really recover right away. Whereas mine and Nick's team, we have a chance to where our team can recover, somewhat quickly because of our healers.
But if you have over there Deku, and all of Tsunade's leeches are on Deku, he could just throw 100% blast left and right for a little bit. Yep. That would be pretty destructive.
I'd have a couple shots right there, and then I might be able to compete with Shinra right there, because if 100%, if he's like jumping at Shinra, I bet you that speed's getting pretty close.
What if Chopper gives Shinra a rumble ball and Shinra just turns into the sun and then I blow up the whole planet?
I could see Shinra getting to like a multi-continental level destruction.
Yeah.
He's dropping nukes with his feet. I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to be a beast.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for that anime to come back. So, I really think that this battle royale might come down to the healers. And I don't know. I can't decide who would win between mine and Nick's team. I think Tyler, he has some strong dudes, don't get me wrong. But I think the reason why we added healers in this, right, was to serve a purpose. In all honesty, I tossed Chopper in there because it was either bait for me and Tyler. In all honesty, I would pick Chopper just because I love One Piece that much. I knew Tyler would pick Chopper too, though, because he loves One Piece that much too.
I do.
But if I look at my team, it's going to be centered around forwarding progress while protecting Orihime, right?
Yeah.
And you have better overall strength between Eren and Deku. So I think if you get Orihime down, I'm in trouble.
Yeah. I think, in all honesty, it might be whose healers fall first is
Yeah.
who wins on this one. And partly why I picked Tsunade too, because she might be the strongest like fighter as far as all the healers go. Orihime is pretty strong, and then Wendy was pretty. I mean, Wendy could fight. She has some fighting capabilities too.
I
But
probably
Some
should have
Tsunade
surprise.
with her stored up chakra, if she has like 5 years of stored up chakra in her forehead, that's going to be a lot of healing
Yeah,
power that she can pump out.
it could be interesting. And then
Hmm.
super, like she could kind of take care of herself. And then the other thing is Aaron being Italian too, right? He doesn't necessarily have to be focused on as far as healing goes because he kind of heals himself. So I was trying to trying to double down on some of these characters.
This is how I think it goes.
Yeah,
My team, honestly, my team dies. We had bad picks. Okay, so then it comes down, then it comes down to Nick and Anthony's team, and I'm gonna say, see, you know what? If Mob had a stamina issue, Tsunade might be able to outlast him just by healing people. But I don't know. I feel like Mob just might go on a tear, and he
Ray,
might just rip people to shreds. I don't know.
Because if
Ray,
he can take down Eren, I think that's game two.
yeah. No, I agree. But like I said, I don't know how I beat Mob. I don't know. Maybe he rages hard early on, but then he passes out and he's just knocked out for a while again.
That's true.
Maybe that happens. Like I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know how I'm gonna beat him. There'd have to a lot of things would have to fall in place to get that debut over him.
This is pretty evenly matched.
A lot of these characters are pretty close in like power scaling. I mean, in my opinion, close in power scaling. Because compared to like the first time we did this, because I mean we had a Goku and Saitama, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Those guys are just out of
Sugar
this world.
bomb.
Like you can't really compare its strength to any of those like those main characters. But these guys I feel like are a lot more not obviously not that like on that level the destructive power that we did with that first group we did. You know they're a lot more low key. But I mean they just I don't know man they all have different strengths too, which is crazy. So it's hard to decide who would win.
When all of our teams have a weakness too, like if Asta, for example, if his swords worked against everything, then my team might be the one, but he's kind of limited because it only works against magic. And then I think Nick's team just really comes down to how long Mob can go without passing out, and then I don't know. Nogue's team. I think the key to Nogue's team is Tsunade because if she can heal the whole Leaf Village as they're fighting pain,
Yeah,
I
buddy.
mean she can probably heal three dudes plus some busted up Titans for a while. So
The best
I don't
of
know.
Titans. You know
Yeah.
what? I mean, I feel like we should point out real quick a couple guys who we didn't pick. I wonder if there's any reason behind it, but we didn't pick Rin and we didn't pick Ed.
Well, I didn't pick Edward just because without the Philosopher's Stone, he's garbage. Like he's dying first off, and then Rin is actually pretty powerful. I've heard from the manga, but I from the anime, I didn't get enough that I could really defend him performing well in this battle royale.
On your team.
Because if you're looking in terms of trying to pick a swordsman for your team, I
Yeah,
don't think he matches up to the other guys we picked.
I
Yeah.
agree. That was kind of my thinking going into this as well. As far as healers, we didn't pick Wendy or Dende.
Or recovery girl.
Or Recovery Girl. That's right.
That's
First of all, I couldn't pick Recovery Girl, man, because my boys are some straight, some straight lady killers. You know what I mean? So I couldn't put Recovery Girl on there. Yeah, that's it. There is no real reason behind it. I don't want to.
All
Too
right, that's
slow.
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Though she's familiar with Deku though, so maybe I should have picked her.
Hmm. you know what? Dende, he might have been the real sleeper that none of us picked because even like Krillin in Dragon Ball Z is probably strong enough to blow up like a moon or almost a planet. So Dende could probably actually dish out some damage, but I felt bad for Chopper. I was just like, I got to pick my boy.
And on a battlefield, he could have been flying around healing everyone because he can fly pretty good.
Man, I don't know. My team took L's. I think it's really gonna come down on Twitter. It's gonna come down, and Instagram. It's gonna be between your team and Nick's team. I don't know. It's a toss up, honestly.
I don't know. I made a case last time when we did this the first time around, and I thought I made a pretty good, convincing case, and then I took last. I'm still salty about that, man. To this day, I'm salty.
To
You
this
guys better
day.
not do me dirty this time.
I think we're gonna have to put it up for a vote though. We're gonna throw it out on Twitter and Insta, maybe on TikTok too, right?
Yeah.
Where can they find us, Tyler?
You know what? If you're trying to tell everybody that my team's garbage, I got to agree. And you can tell me on Fat Boys Anime on Instagram. That's gonna be Fat Boys Boys is BOIS. On Twitter, we are Fat Boys Anime 1. And then on TikTok, we are Fat Boys Anime. So, man, let us know what y'all think because I kind of want Noakes to get last place again. Honestly, I'm probably going to get last place. So let us know. Just tell us what you think.
Yep, I think closing thoughts. My L of the week was just not picking Dende as my healer. I should have just went with my gut and picked him.
My owl might have been picking. I don't know. Might have been picking Deku, but I hope my strategy of Tsunade and him would kind of work out. But we'll let the people decide.
I mean, my L was probably picking Chopper, but you know, as they say, those who don't follow the rules are scum, but those who leave their friends behind are worse than scum.
That's good.
In the famous last words of Obito. So, yo, have a great night. Thanks for listening. We'll catch you next time. This is Fat Boys Anime.